Here today, we're gonna talk to some folks who are putting on the Martin Luther King Day Caravan Parade. So, and you can go to this thing. It's free and it's open for you to celebrate Martin Luther King's life and his work. Also, we'll be talking to some folks from the Capitol Film Alliance about some events that they're doing, and you can take part in those too. Stay tuned for LiveWire right after this. Welcome to LiveWire, and we're here to talk about the MLK Day, which is coming right up, and it's an event that you can go to and really enjoy. With me in the studio is Sakita Thompson, and she is with the Blessed Child Association. Is that correct?
President.
I said it right? Okay.
Yes.
I'll try the other one out. Mason Lee, who's the CEO of Miracle Homes Association. And I'd be very interested in understanding how that works as well. And Lisa Baker, who is a publicist for this wonderful event.
Yes.
And so, welcome. It's good to
Thank
see you
you.
all here and to talk about this event and get a bunch of people to come on down and say, we saw you on television. So this is the fourth annual year. It seemed like, I remember somebody talking about the first year here at this table. And so, boy, time flies when you're having fun. So tell me about the idea behind the event. It's one way to celebrate the life of Martin Luther King and also to organize the community to understand that there's a history going down on every day. Every day that's passed is history. But some people in our lives have had an effect on the future and our community and how the community goes. And I think it's important to talk about those things and make sure that we do actually create events that do that. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think so. So you were walking down the street one day and you thought, Lisa, you got to do something. And how did you find this event?
Actually, because Sequita is my partner, and she's the one that actually hosted starting these parades. So during the pandemic, she wanted something that she can do other than marching. So she had a partner. Was it Steve Collins?
How did that work?
Yeah, Brother Collins.
You can go ahead and finish.
Okay, this is how it started. Brother Collins came over and talked to me. I had just not too long lost my grandson and Stefan Clark in my backyard. So he said, we've got to put something in positive to make it keep growing in the history. So it started, we was at the table, so this is our caravan. The caravan is leaving from 7,000 Franklin and is passing, turning right on Florin Road and going Burbank. Burbank is history. It's also Burbank. We're going all the way down to Freeport and we make a left. That's history. Then we're to make a left on Meadowview. That's history. Sam Purnell and all of that. There's history. The park, the Meadowview Park, and all of that is history. And so then you go further to 29th Street, and that's history where my grandson was murdered. Then we go out that way, and then we leave and go. This time it's going to be on Coffee Shop, the walk. But the walk is the one that we're going to be walking from after this is over. And also people will be going to, we don't have the flyer for that, also be going to the coffee shop too. And then later on that night, my grandson is having also a Martin Luther King. And that's Stefante Clark out there on Rosebud Lane. So it's going to be a lot of events going on.
A lot of events going on down there. But
Yeah.
now we put on the poster, so the poster's on the screen, and so people can look at it And down
Okay.
below those little boxes are support organizations who supported this event
Yes.
in the community, correct?
Yes, yes,
And that includes, I don't have that, oh, yes, here we are. Organizations, the police department, Growing Oak Park,
My Vein.
yeah,
It's going to be the mayor there.
My Vang, yeah.
Some of that one's don't have all the logos, but the supporters.
Yeah.
But we do have also Chief Hong supported us too, and also his name is Greg, but I can't remember the last name. Is for the he supported us too, and he's with Bobby Johnson from the Kings Foundation.
Somebody from the Kings. Whoa.
Yeah, the foundation. He
Whoa.
supported us too. Yeah, and they supported us with make sure that everyone have water and all of that, and chips for the children. So we're just going to give out coffee and donuts and a little bit stuff before we go on the caravan. So we
Okay.
plan on going on Caravan.
And this is the 4th annual.
Yes,
and
it's
so
the 4th.
The idea would be to get there early.
Yes, to
and-
get there
and meet
early.
people.
My vice president Lisa is we were going to get there, try to get there really early,
Okay.
so we can have both.
There it
both
is. It's up on the
events.
screen now. It says decorate cars and line up for caravan.
Yeah.
So we're having a meet and greet, maybe about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
yeah, that's right.
You can come for the meet and greet if you have any decorations. Hopefully, we're still working on donations and stuff for our event, but to decorate your cars if you want to. But then you'll go ahead and we'll start the lineup, and then I guess the parade starts at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
So we start
Aha.
moving out at 10 o'clock, so the meet
And
and
it
greet early.
was through all of those areas. And I didn't know until this time that those areas have specific, where your
Yeah,
turn and all
history.
of that, specific history. That's
Yes.
important.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So hopefully next year we won't be going out the parking lot. We're going to have a conversation with the Luther Burbank and see if we can start from there.
Wow.
So, but yes, we're just going to meet in the 7,000
Mm-hmm.
Franklin Boulevard in the parking lot, and they'll see the little balloons or whatever, the decorations that we all will be leaving from. And that's about it.
That's good. Mason?
Well, and then after their event happens, that's where we come in,
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna gather right there at the Goodwill on Franklin and Martin Luther King to start the Peace Solidarity Walk.
Yes.
And we're gonna walk all the way up Martin Luther King to Broadway,
Okay.
where we should have Enterprise Car Rental has agreed to help us get the people back after they walk to
Okay.
Rainbow Park.
Oh, okay.
Where we'll have our celebration from 1 to 5.
Okay. That sounds like
Where
a-
we'll have, we'll have some performers. We have one performer, she's really hot right now. She's on all the platforms. Boss Tootie, 10 years old.
Wow.
And, it's just remarkable how much this young lady's grown since the first time I've seen her.
Wow. So, young artists, you can follow them and their talents after a performance. We have some singers in my family, and I watch them from being 12 to 21, and they're killers. They come out and sing anything. That's really kind of wonderful. Okay, so this is a very interesting event. Miracle Homes Foundation. Are those their home builders?
Well, what we're doing with Lee King Miracle Homes is we're looking to get people out of their homeless situations and also help the youth into better situations. So I came up with the idea I have a passion for group homes, being that I was raised in one.
A group home?
So I was talking to some friends and agreed to reopen the group home that I was part of because it got closed down.
Wow.
And there isn't as many kids in the school. And so we're looking to reopen that. I also have a passion for sober living and the homeless community, which we have a lot of veterans out there as well. So I know, things work in threes. So I just came up with the idea to combine them and see if we can't,
Will you have like a table there so that someone can come up and talk to you about it?
Well, we're really in the ground phases right now, and we're
Okay.
trying to get it, get everything up and running.
So if somebody with a lot of money want to talk to you, where are you going to be?
Well, I'll be at the event.
Okay.
You know, I'll be at both events. And one, you know, you might see me decorating a car, or you might see me, you know, I'll be doing everything.
Very good. Okay, thank you, Mason Lee. Okay, well, I think it's an amazing thing, and there's music groups.
Yes, actually, I just have 5 performers. Like you said, Boss Tootie will be our main
Mhm.
act, but just a couple of independent artists in
Will
the
they
community.
perform in the beginning?
No, actually, we're going to have it after our walk that we
After
have.
your walk,
So
when you
after our
come
walk,
back,
yes.
right,
So it'll be
okay.
a celebration after the walk
Uh-huh.
in the park.
And
I hope to have some.
When is the
community
eating
vendors.
happening?
Actually, it's going to happen during that time as well. So
Okay.
I
I just want
will-
to know where my wife and I show up. What
first
can we-
come, first serve. We do have some food that we will be feeding our community, and then
Sweet.
I hope to have a food vendor as well there too. So
That's sweet. It's very, very
entertainment, food, and company.
sweet. Yeah. And what's the Grains Association?
Grains Investment Team.
Yeah, it's a team, an investment team.
So we are investing back within our community.
I see. Okay, so that's very
And
interesting.
so grains,
That's a
the
host-
grains part is in the area where we stay.
Yeah.
Is that area is called the Grains, so
I
that's
see.
why it's called the Grains. Association.
Okay, well, I want to thank you all for coming, and I hope this event is as great and it is long-lasting. I can see it 4 annual already, long-lasting, serving the community.
Yes.
Thank you very much, all
Thank
three
you
of
for
you.
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank
Okay.
you.
We'll see you
Thank you.
next year, bigger and better.
Yes.
Okay? All right, well, we're going to take a short pause for the cause. We're going to go away, and we're going to put some cuts on for you to see some events of dealing with the community, and we'll be back, and we're going to meet people from, what are they from? Where are they from? Capital Film Arts Alliance. See you in a minute.
¿Qué color? Perfecto, mijo. Gracias. Thank you. What's wrong, mijo?
Donating to a pet's medical care is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
As weather conditions get warmer, cockroaches seek for the perfect shelter.
Are they roaming around your property? Call a pest control company.
Are they crawling out of storm drains? Call your local stormwater utility.
If around manholes, call Sac Sewer.
Keeping these pests away may seem inevitable, but ways to prevent them are:
First, eliminate food, water, and shelter sources.
second, seal cracks and crevices.
Lastly, remove trash daily.
For more information on the prevention of cockroaches,
Go to www.sacsewer.com.
We're back again. How did that happen? I just whooshed on by. With me in the studio are Capital Film Alliance people. And what is a Film Alliance?
It is a coalition of filmmakers in Sacramento that have come together to network and create projects and really kind of build the film community.
Wow. You know, I've been doing this show for a couple of decades now, plus. And I can't remember when the director here or there said that we're going to do a filmmaking project, you know. And I thought, oh, that sounds good. What are you going to call it, says I. And he says, I don't know, you know. And then I said, what is the title of it? It's a film like, whatever it was, I said it. And he thought, that's pretty good. I think I'll use that. And it's been an amazing journey to see the film people who started way back in the year 99. I think it was 99 when this, and how they grew as filmmakers. Some of them went down to Los Angeles and never came back to be filmmakers, of course. And the others have here and made this place have a wholly new, you know, group, an echelon of people who are interested in doing films about life as it is.
Yep,
Okay.
that's right.
So, and so you all meet to say, where'd you get your money?
Well, I mean, I think the organization runs the gamut. We have feature filmmakers, we have documentary filmmakers. A lot of the people in Sacramento are commercial filmmakers, so we do a lot of political stuff and kind of push forward with that. But
Right.
yeah, but there are several features that have been shot in town that are coming to town. So
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
I think
good.
the organization has spent a lot of time. It supports filmmakers and it supports filmmaking in Sacramento by the work that we're contributing, which is really the organization as a member organization is extremely reasonable for the programs that we offer. And the programs, I mean, we have teenagers come, we have all kinds of people
So
come
you
to our
have the whole
programs.
range of people just coming in the door, filmmaking, who don't know where the door is. And then you
Exactly.
have people who have made 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is, major films. Yep.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And we've had people who've migrated, like COVID. I've noticed since COVID, people who have migrated from Los Angeles and live up here or in El Dorado
As
Hills,
well they should.
and actually people who come to our meetings are in the industry. They're full professionals.
I thought I'd
Yeah.
be here for a couple of years. And that was in 19-something, 80-something.
From LA.
Yeah, from LA, yeah.
And then you found the other Golden Bridge here.
Yeah, absolutely, it surely did. And I went back to LA for some visits and said, oh, what a step I made. This is good. It's good. So, okay, you're going to have some holiday mixer coming up. What's that?
It's our after holiday party, and we invite everybody to come and hang out with us to network with filmmakers. If you're interested in acting, script writing, pretty much anything, getting involved, that would be the place to be to really kind of sit and talk and
Okay. That sounds
meet
good.
people.
Well, this is some photographs with about this, I think. So let's have it. Well, maybe we can show these pieces, and you can narrate them. You just tell me
Sure.
what they are. Okay. Well, we'll get at them really soon.
Okay.
Next week. Joking. So it's interesting. So the Screenwriters Lab and that other projects. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the CFAA has 3 meetings that we offer to our members every month. It's every Tuesday of the month, and the second Tuesday is our actors workshop.
Actors Workshop with Jason Boards.
Jason Bortz and other guest instructors. And then our third Tuesday of the month is our general meeting, which we're planning for the rest of the year. We're going to be doing the art of production. So we're going to be having filmmakers come in and talk about their process during a production day, and how they work with other departments and things like that.
So, mostly people who are just watching it wonder how films are made, and then there are many departments or people who are have special skills in certain areas that have to be there, otherwise you won't get your film.
That's right. That's right. And I think that, that's a really good meeting to attend is, so that you can learn about what these departments do and what the process is. Throughout the year, every month we're going to be doing something different about each department. So we're going to be focusing on camera department or lighting and grip or art department, and they'll be talking about their processes and what their workflow is within their department and also how they work with, the departments surrounding them.
Yeah, and Rick Kubler and Todd Bull, they do the screenwriters thing, right?
That's correct, and that's the fourth Tuesday of the month.
Oh, fourth
Yeah.
Tuesday, okay. And then there's the Filmmakers Forum. And Aaron Leong, do you know him?
Yeah, I do, actually. Yeah, the Filmmakers Forum, that would be the art of production, and that's where, I bring some of my friends in, and we talk about, what they do and how a production happens. And then later on in the year, we're going to be talking about the art of post-production, and I'll be bringing some people in post to talk
I
about
see, are those the
distribution and
people up
everything
on the
else.
screen right now?
Yes.
Aha, so there's you at the top.
Yeah, so it'll be more of a panel of people that we're going to be talking
Heidi
to.
Boscher, I know who that is.
Yep.
Sure. Those are some well-known names up there in your world.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's good. What's a first AD?
A first AD is a first assistant director. They're in charge of scheduling and making sure that our days run smoothly and without a hitch.
And the food comes at lunchtime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the hope. Yes.
First AD, right?
Yeah.
Or is that the second AD?
Yeah. That would be catering.
I say, they have, well, that depends on how big the film project
That's
is.
right.
Right, it could be the same person.
It could be.
It could be. But, just some of the things that we've done this past year, and they really have been led by people that are professionals in the industry. We did the 3D, that whole 3D session. Most of the board members are industry professionals in some manner or the other, animation. And we just completed putting 40, a very diverse group, young people, various ages, a very diverse group of 40 people through a production assistance program that was fully paid for by the organization through
Wow.
a grant. And that was a full-blown training that combined online training, literal testing to get a certificate, and then went to God, am I allowed to say?
Like an in-person.
In-person,
Yeah.
2 in-person sessions, including hands-on, so that people could kind of get a hold of equipment and really, and so many of those people, maybe they've never been on a set in their life. Some of them are people who have been on sets. Many people that have been on the sets of the Access, a place called Sacramento.
Oh, yes.
So that they could start to expand their knowledge because they loved it, and they really, many people that said I was on Access Sacramento. And so we put 40 people through
That's great.
production
Yeah,
program.
and a lot of these people that went through the program are now being pushed to the film office. So now the film office can, if the production comes to town and they're looking for PAs.
That's a
it's group of
service
people.
organization
Yeah.
that is a part of the city government, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. The film commission. Jennifer West is head of the head of that part under
So
the
they
arts
handle
program.
things like location and other things that are important.
She
Yeah,
helps. Yeah.
Yeah, that helps with the permits and that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just run out onto a street and start filming somebody.
No, you can't.
No, it's because it's about safety and
Absolutely. Yeah, and she's sort of streamlined the process. So getting permits here in town is really, really easy.
that's good because
yeah.
in the first iteration of Access Sacramento's program, that was really tough. They learned that you had to jump through so many hoops.
Yep. Well, they've streamlined the process, so it's much easier to go through now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Just hand me the money.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And it's fairly cheap considering, a lot of the other cities are much more expensive. And so for the amount of money that you're paying is a drop in the bucket, compared to what the budgets usually are. And, you get about 10 days of shooting anywhere in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in the kinds of producers. My wife works for the university here. She does films, but they're for the teachers or they're for other service entities that support higher education. And that's all rather, all set and been done for a couple of decades or so. So it all works.
Yep.
But that's one kind of filmmaking organization. And tell me what the variety is like. That's what I want to know about.
As far as like the different organizations in town, or
Filmmakers, do they have like a company?
yeah, so
Yes.
there are different film companies, production companies that are in town. I work with some of them, and a lot of times they work with marketing agencies. So what they'll do is create a campaign for a certain company, and they'll figure out how to shoot it, and they
like
hire-
commercials or
Yeah,
things? Okay.
pretty much, yeah.
Or training programs?
Training programs, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much everything.
History?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. You think, a lot of organizations that somehow get their puffed at pride about their organization and they make a film.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, there's companies in town or that come to town looking for a production company to work with. Like they'll have a reality show that they want to do, and so they'll contact us and say, hey, we need 2 cameras, we need 2 operators, we need this and that, and we'll basically put it together for them, and then you know, they send us to their talent, and we shoot, you know, a reality show. Yeah.
What about ethnicity? I mean, is there organizations that deal with the great variety of people in Sacramento?
I would say the film community is pretty diverse here.
Definitely very diverse.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
We've got 1 minute. What else can you say to me that's really interesting about the organization that you wanted to say?
Well,
Really, we want to announce the post-holiday mixer. It's also the 20th anniversary of Capital Film Arts Alliance. And the important thing is the post-holiday mixer, anyone and everyone is not only invited to this, they're invited to any of our meetings. You can go to capitalfilmartsalliance.org to find out more, but the party
It's
is
the bottom
on,
of the screen there.
is on January 20th on Saturday from 7 to 10. It's at 909 Mormon Street. It is in Folsom, still in Sacramento County. We're going to have a spectacular dessert, for food, no host bar, non-alcoholic beverages. But the most important thing that the organization that I have found is it's the networking. Because we may not be Hollywood, but you need to be connected. And you go there and you meet Aaron and you meet other people that are involved in film, whether you're an actor, you want to be a crew, you want your script to be read. We have table reads. It's really a great place for those connections. That's what our mixer's about.
Well, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Kate, for coming to talk to me about this. And we wish you great strength in the future. And is there a telephone number you can call out right now that if people really wanted to call in and find out?
I would say that the website would be the easiest.
Okay, and what
to
is
get
it
to.
called? Capital
Capital Film Arts Alliance.
Film Arts Alliance.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Okay, that's it. We're done for the week. We're back here every week, and we meet people like these 2 people from all kinds of things that are happening in organizations that you never heard of before. They come on the program, and you can learn about them. Ethnic services organs for people with issues. Oh, wonderful. At any rate, see you next week, okay? LiveWire.